Alright everybody, welcome to PvK Live, Crazy Talk here with the PvK crew. I'm going to turn it over to Coco, he's going to lead this test. We're just going to be testing a few things, a couple new things for everyone to check out, so I hope everyone enjoys.
Hello. So probably most people are most curious about if they think Bondi's in this. Bondi is not in this yet, so they're very disappointed about that. But there's we have the balance testing here to show, and I'm sure some people were interested in that, particularly the range classes. We can just show that off real quick first. Then we'll go. You'll also notice the HUD has changed as well.
And just a reminder, if you guys want to ask any questions, do it in either the Twitch chat, or you can use the hashtag PvK Live.
We're just showing island just so we can just show the actual range changes. Then we'll go to some of the changed maps that we have. Let's see, Pachi, are you over here, Pachi? Yeah, can you shoot me with your rifle? You see there's now a knockback on the rifles like the crossbow does. You can also turn around with the crossbow now and look around, but you can't move with it. Just as like the man-at-arms can do the exact same thing. Both the sharpshooter and the blunderbuss from the captain can move while they're reloading, without having to have a special. You can also see the HUD, I believe you can see the HUD in the spectators, right? Crazy Talk? When I'm shooting.
Yeah, we've got the timers at the top, I just can't at the moment see the new health HUD.
Oh, that's right, okay. You can join in just to look at it.
Yeah, we'll check that out.
Say your brave.
The damage, the new damage HUD, it's easier to see if you're ranged. You can adjust the damage HUD to appear in the chat or on screen over the person in the option menus. The new health and armor HUD, special HUD, that can also be changed. That's on the options if you prefer the old way, but it'll still have the numbers as well. New health and armor HUD, special HUD, that can also be changed. That's on the options if you prefer the old way, but it'll still have the numbers as well. And those that you can notice in the chat voice. Now you can see their avatar when they're talking, and that was a nice little. Crazy, do you have your key to the mic in game?
Do I have what?
The key to talking game.
I might, let me check that out.
Feel the shaft within.
I just wanted to show, let me kill you real quick. Oh, actually I can't kill you on my team. We need someone to kill you so they can see that. I know people had some complaints about you can't talk while in the freeze cam, and you can't hear anything. But that was changed now, so just want someone to kill you so they can see that.
Cool. Kill me.
No! I will kill you and wear your skin as a hat! Oh! Oh! No!
Yeah. Yep, I see the little skull on your head.
And in case nobody saw earlier, Man-at-Arms can now use a special with any weapon, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. Currently you can do that. Unfortunately, Sharpshooter will take more time to do that because it's a much more complicated code. So hopefully in the next future patch probably can get that if all goes well. But I also wanted to show a really big change to Archer that I know a lot of people have had frustrations to fight against an Archer with. Just grab Apache, I'll just use you, Apache. Let me come to your base. As those people know, when people can flick the arrow... Oh, go heal yourself first, Apache. As people know, when they played against an archer, they can just flick their arrow and kite that way, even when up close, so they, you know, the arrow impedes movements. So that was changed so that you can only the pushback on the arrow is based on how much you charge it. So if you charge it halfway, it's like half as effective. It's the full effectiveness. But if you don't charge it at all, then you can't do it. So hold on, stop killing me for a second so I can test this with Apache. Okay, hold on. You stand here. I'll run across to this side here. Okay, I'm gonna shoot you, flicking the arrows, and you just walk towards me while I walk backwards, alright? You saw that he was catching up to me. As before, that was not possible. Now let me stand back a little bit. Let me use the fully charged now. Here you go. As it took him longer to catch up to me that time, he ended up dying. Hopefully this will help for the frustrations that people had against Archer, but also remember that if anyone had like complaints about it, you have to remember the Archer's weapon, melee weapon is a very good weapon. I mean, it's like similar to the Skirmisher one, and it can block medium weapons. Which is, you know, the Sharpshooter cannot do that. Hang on, let me change my key. I keep kicking her every time I'm talking.
Valhalla! I am coming!
Okay, that was the main balance changes that we have done so far. There's another one we got with Berserker. It's not major, but it's kind of a little nice thing for him to have that we guess would make sense. And I'm pretty sure I know some players have asked for it as well. He just changed to it. I'll just use you again, Pachi, since of your health pool and armor. It'll be easier to see it that way. Now that when Berserker berserks and he kicks, it is able to do more damage, and it will also go through the parry. We just grab special off of you. Whoa, don't kill me now. I was dead. Hachi, come to the bridge again. Alright. I need you to parry my kicks. Alright, one more time. Let me just grab it off of you. Oh, damn, I need one more hit. There we go. Alright, we'll just do that again, but without you parrying this time.
And Coco, we do have a question from Twitch.
Sure.
He's asking, do you see your own legs now, or am I hallucinating?
Yeah, you can see your own legs now, but I believe that's also in public already, so that shouldn't be really a new thing.
Yeah, for anyone that's not played the latest update, we did add those legs so that you can see yourself while you're kicking, while you're running, and I think it probably looks better with a VR headset as well. Even though we don't fully support VR at the moment, it does kind of add that level to it.
Just reminding me here, could Viking, can you come grab a night chest real quick? It'll be more easier to see during the next map, but grab one screw off for me.
We have another question. Does the shield block the Berserker's kick while he's berserking?
Hold on just one sec here. You can see this like the Left 4 Dead style. You can see through the wall now when your teammate's holding a chest, so you know where they are. So that way you can help you assist them. But, alright, and your question now. From what I understand, it currently will go through the shield as well.
And I didn't see that chest just because I am in spectator mode, but I'll...
Okay. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that used to be the case, but then they fixed that because it was kind of a weird thing that spectator could see that.
Yeah, I'm on pirates now, so if someone grabs a chest, I'll be able to see that.
And just to reiterate about the Berserker kick, it's not like he's going to do massive damage. I guess it's just kind of just in a situation where they're near a hazard and you're doing that, you can just kick them toward the hazard as well.
So if everybody looks now, you can see your teammates' outline when they're carrying chests.
We be bringing booty back. Lend a hand.
It should be a lot easier for people to know, like, oh, where's my teammate? I saw someone took the chest. Oh, there he is. I can go help him. So this is only visible for teammates. The enemy cannot see through the walls and see where the guy who took the chest is. So it's just only allies. Alright, I guess we can probably go ahead and start heading to Forgan, which has had a lot of changes to it in terms of mostly appearance more than anything.
And for anybody that wants to know when the new update is coming out, we do not have a time frame at this moment, but once it's ready we will release it to the public.
And to those that want to know how close it is, it's very close. There's just a few minor issues that still need to be tacked out, and then
Your face makes me
probably start
angry.
going to release candidate mode, just to test for any last minute things that pop out of nowhere. So I'm just gonna, or whoever, you're walking around, okay, that's fine. You can look around to show how the visuals have changed. There's a lot of color focusing on each area, like pirates have the red, obviously, Vikings blue, the knights, Vikings green, knights blue. A lot of the texture changes from that that texture contest from a while back, if anyone remembers that. It's slightly less Egyptian looking now. If you can find that mural with the 4 classes, you should show that part. It's really nice looking. Or in some different areas of the map.
Where's that at?
Since different spots, they have one in the Viking base. It should be there also. I'm pretty sure it's there. We head over there as well.
Look at the doing effects.
You in the Viking base?
Nah, I'm headed over there now.
Okay.
The gold-bearing planet!
It's kind of creepy, all those screams coming out.
That's a little Easter egg from a certain box in the map that if you kick it, it makes the screaming sound. So up here, you see the 3 classes on the left, the far left. You can probably figure out that's the ninja.
And we got, is that Man-at-Arms, Captain,
Slay the knights and get the
just
gold!
here.
We have the gold!
Yeah, well, it kind of looks like, yeah, I think it was the Man-at-Arms. I guess it was just more supposed to represent the actual classes than or factions.
Ah, gotcha.
That was my favorite thing they added there to how it looks.
And we've got a question about Island. Did we
Sure.
fix the map exploit where you can jump out of the water pit under the bridge? I believe.
You're talking about between the pirate and Ivan?
I believe so, yes.
If I remember correctly, I think Gaz wanted to keep that there because it was, he thought it was a neat little thing they added. I don't believe he removed it yet, or chose not to, is what I mean to say.
He removed it.
Oh, he did? Okay. I thought he said he didn't want
I
to.
think that's in the public build, I believe.
True warriors can defend the gold! You are no
There's another little Easter egg, but since we don't want to actually show how to do it, but we can kind of hint at it a little bit. Let me see where I can drag you so it doesn't give it away right away.
Want me to spectate you?
Sure. Oscar, sure you remember how to do it? Go ahead and do it. Let me know when it's done. Okay, you go. Alright.
Okay.
There's a way to get out of there. It's a secret though, so you would have to figure out how to get in and figure out how to get out. The only reason we don't want to give it away is because we don't want people to just, only be doing that the whole time in this map. Something funny. Oh yeah, it gave me a heart attack when I first saw it and they didn't want to tell me what it was. Oh my god. Let's see. Trying trying to remember now, there was something else, there was another map too, besides the new map. Oh yeah, we have Skyhaven. We could show them some Skyhaven, which was another map that was worked on by Scats. Let me go to that real quick. I don't quite remember how much of this has been shown already to the public, but there's been a lot of changes since the last few times this was updated, so a lot of it should still be new to them.
I believe someone earlier was asking about playing sharpshooter, so I'm just gonna do some sharpshooter now.
How comfortable do you feel playing him? I know he's sometimes gonna be kind of a higher risk-reward kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get my butt kicked, but that's okay.
Remember, lads, murdering is fun.
I'm feeling very
If I get owned too
about
bad, I'll
this.
just jump into Apaches. I'll spectate.
Apaches one of our better sharpshooters in the dev group. I guess I should have also mentioned about sharpshooter change. A long time ago, he used to be able to roll and shoot, but that was no longer the case, and now it is again, so you can roll and reload is what I meant to say, sorry. So you can do that again. And then this map, since it just happened now, you know, it's the earthquake. That meant a chest spawned in the center of the map, which is where you go pick it up. And it'll do that periodically until all the chests are up.
Get the booty
And
back
what's
while
the
you
cooldown
can.
on the chest spawning?
I'm not sure the exact number. I don't think Scats ever gave the exact number. Is Scats, are you in here? Do you have the know?
Yeah, I believe it's 30 seconds, but it might be another time as well. I'm not even sure myself. It's still in balancing process, so yeah, I don't think I can give an exact number.
That's fine. But you can,
Yeah, well,
but you'll get the idea from the earthquake anyway when it's happening, so.
Har, we got all the booty, land-loving scalawags.
All the bases are like always still in progress. The night base had a huge overhaul. The past few changes, Scats can probably comment better than I can on, but yeah, this map was supposed to give that demonstration, that feeling like you're in the sky kind of thing. Because if you always look outside, it looks like you're floating up in the sky.
Rob the bleeding knights. Mind the booty. Get the Vikings booty now. Santa Maria.
I will say those people that were curious when you're looking at an enemy or teammate, it actually says who it is. It is enemy or teammate. I guess that is more of a newbie-friendly thing, because I know sometimes, in some cases, if people play Man-at-Arms, they think, oh, I'm playing Viking, just because they think up with a weapon. That, I believe, will be able to be turned on and off, if it bothers, I guess, people that have played this game for a long time and they feel like that's unnecessary. That was just there for newbie-friendly thing, so they don't get any confusion happening.
I like the new character in the bottom left, kind of helps remind you too.
Ah yes, that's true, I forgot about that, that's true. I mostly played with the old one, but I do know that a lot of people liked the new one too, so That's always a helpful thing. And now they can see the numbers as well. So they know, oh, this is my exact house number and armor.
Vikings are fixing to win. Get 'em! Fight dirty! Some assistance be nice for the fine booty acquisition specialist.
And the, just so everyone knows, that HUD in the bottom left that you're currently looking at, you can change that.
Mine's a booty.
I believe that's in the, is that multiplayer options?
I think it's in multiplayer options, or it might have been in the console, but I believe that it will be definitely in the options, though if it is not at this time yet. Alright,
So,
I'm pretty sure it's there, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
It's
the
there.
advanced options, you can do the numbers and bars, which is what we're looking at. The bars only, I'll show you what that looks like.
Get that booty back to the ship.
So it's basically the same, just without those numbers next to the HUD. Here we have numbers only, so if you want something that's a little smaller, doesn't get in your way, you can just kind of do numbers only, so you can get a feel for your health and armor without the bars.
We be
And
bringing
then of
booty
course we
back.
have the old
Lend a
school.
hand or a hook if you can spare it. There be landlubbers abound.
And that just
Show
puts
'em
it
our
in the upper left,
hospitality.
just like it is in the current public build.
Last year, mine's a booty. Knights have a surplus of booty. Help 'em carry it.
I don't think people have seen it yet, but there's also gibbs have been added for skirmisher, and I think it was just skirmisher, wasn't it? I think we made a post a long time ago about that. But the gibbs are not still ready yet, since they're not on everyone yet. And for this map, I don't believe this map was going to be out in the release. Was that right, Scott?
And I don't think I'll get it done till the release, even though I don't know when the release is, but no.
Okay. So it's mostly like, like the teaser kind of thing. And we have another map after this to show as well.
We got all the money, you yellow-bellied snobs. Ha ha!
As an addition to the chest glowing, when through the wall and you see the teammates, if you drop the chest and you look at the chest and it's glowing gold, that shows that you can pick it up, which is especially if people are new also as well, they see that it's their own chest and they think, well, can I even pick this up? I'm just like, no, I can, why can't I? That kind of would help with that as well.
And just
Have
so
you
we
been able
can
to
show off
sorry,
the
go ahead.
sharpshooter, I'm gonna spectate since I'm pretty bad. I don't want anyone to get the wrong impression. And for anyone that is just joining us, this is a internal beta test, so you're looking at some new features that will be in the upcoming release. There is no release date yet, but it is getting pretty close, so there's only just a handful of things left to do. So
Majority of it is just really bugs. Pretty much everything that is going to be in should already be in, so.
we do have a question about becoming a beta tester, just the process behind that, if we're currently recruiting. Care to speak on that for a minute?
I always, this is mostly my own view, and that is how I try to bring people, or if someone speaks to me about it, is usually to me is if it's how active they are in the community, both either like on the forums or in game as well. And it's also it's a personality thing too as well, because you can be really active, but you can be really douchey, and that's not really a good thing. Plus, it's also a bunch of contributions. Like, we have people that have joined that are really helpful with textures and models and stuff, even though they may not play the game a whole lot. But that just shows like they can be really helpful with developing. And if there's those type of people show up, including just not just people that are contributing, but people that show like they're really active, really good folk, and they're either brought to me by somebody where I know them myself, then it's always something we can look into. But it's not really something that you apply on the form about. Although we've been thinking about it sometimes, but I think at this exact moment there's not really an application progress right now yet.
Yeah, so basically just get involved in the community, show that you're willing and willing to help out, and that you're mature, and your chances to become a tester do increase. And just for anyone that is looking to ask a question, it is a little hard to follow questions on Twitch, but if you go to Twitter and use the hashtag PVKLive, I am keeping an eye on that, so it should be a little bit easier to get your questions through.
And to piggyback off what Kern just said about the suggestion form, it's always good. I mean, suggestions are always nice, but you also have to remember the way your rhetoric is. I know there are certain people that might have really bad rhetoric when they say things, and they exaggerate, or they may just feel like it has to be this. That's not really a great personality to have. And I should also mention that people with beta testing, it's not really all just pure fun and games. It's always there's still some work involved in having to show up to the test and be able to give the feedback. It's not like, oh look, it's a new content, I want to play that. That's not really all what it's about at all. So.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to suggestions or reporting bugs and everything, it's a lot better just to be constructive with your criticism. Like go in and say, hey guys, as far as balance changes go, I'd suggest doing something like this. If we see a post that's like, oh MG, this character's bugged and he's so underpowered, blah blah blah, it's a lot harder to take that serious if you're just gonna kind of rant as opposed to offer constructive criticism.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Have you been able to notice all parts of the map in your perspective? Or for specifically the 3 bases, more than anything?
Let me spectate real quick and I'll just kind of give an overview of the map.
Okay.
Go through. Let me check out the pirate's base first so everyone can see that.
As always, they try to make their bases seem thematic toward what they are, like the pirate base. It'll show us cave kind of thing, like as you would kind of expect, where they hide out.
Got a nice little table up here with some rum, probably their hangout spot when they're not fighting.
And these are always going to be improved, so it's not like this is so empty or so plain or whatever some might or may not think. So there's always some progress.
Yeah, I mean, this map has come a long way. Shatz has been working on it, fairly consistently, and I remember some of the earlier tests. It's definitely come a long way. It's looking great, but just do keep in mind that it is work in progress, so you might see some dev textures around. But other than that, I think it looks awesome.
Yeah, this used to be the Excalibur map from a long time ago. I will admit I do really miss the Excalibur area, but maybe he'll put it back somewhere.
And check out the Knight's base now.
The Knight base has huge changes over several times. Remember that. It's a lot nicer now, especially after some of the suggestions we gave, and Asagir's, that's how I said, right? It's drawings helped.
And just for the record, this spiral staircase, you don't want to go there.
Oh yeah, that's a trap. Scouts had to fix that up a little bit because a few times I would look at it and think I could jump there, and when I did, I instantly died, so yeah. For the most part, this map has shown to me been really balanced for the 3 teams. I remember there were different power struggles with knights and pirates. occasionally Vikings. It's definitely come a long way.
Okay, I'm in the Vikings base now. And just for the record, as far as moving while reloading, which characters got that added to them?
That was specifically the blunderbuss captain and the sharpshooter rifle. The crossbows, the two crossbows of the man-at-arms and archer, they can look around, but they can't move while doing it. One of the main reasons for that is because, again, about the archer's melee capability. And the blunderbuss one was always something people had wanted for the longest time anyway. The blunderbuss is not like the best weapon unless they really have no armor and it just tears through, but before that it's like, I guess we also head to Glacier now. Glacier is a major work in progress, so you're gonna see a lot of dev textures, but it's really good. It's a pretty fun map. Oh right, I'm sorry. I think Kern said that we ourselves had to update because I think Glacier got updated.
Yep, and I for the forums I accidentally posted the wrong link, so I just updated that. So
H15. Okay, I don't think we have to close the game till, but let me try without closing the game.
I'm going to update as well. If the stream drops, we will be back. Let's hope it doesn't. Alright, I just downloaded 15 and it looks like it's good, so. We just need to update the server, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
But we don't need to restart it, right?
I don't believe so, no. Because I just looked at my file list and it shows that it's there now, but it's just a matter of the server. I should also mention that, most of the things we've said here and that you've seen, there's still a lot more to it, but they're not as easy to see. There's option changes or certain bugs were squashed kind of thing, so that'll all be really much more, I guess, understandable when that change log comes out, when the patch actually comes out. So, there's always more than what you see, but we're just showing most of that I guess we can tell you visually. Sana, were you able to update? No. Can you update the server, Sana?
Oh, okay. I can.
Then we can go to the Glacier one.
See, I know.
Try now.
I love you for that.
The server? But I didn't, it didn't crash, it just stayed active. Someone was asking about, I think they said the game sound was too quiet. Crazy.
Sound on this stream.
Yeah, I think that was because when we were testing with the mic, that's probably what it was.
Let me know if that sounds better. I was alt tabbed a little bit too, so that might have affected it.
Oh, we got some new textures.
I'm just gonna spectate you, Coco, if you want to show them around the map.
Yeah, let's just show the map first before we actually play this round, because, you know, this is new stuff for us as well.
Should have a dance party in the center too.
Oh yeah, I forgot, I probably should have ran there first. That, in the center is the main glacier of this map. That's where some of the chests spawn, and they're frozen in the ice, like this one in front of me here. So, you know, most of the fighting will be up there initially. But then you can also just break this ice, which takes them a lot of damage before you can break it and take the chest out. I'm currently going the back way. This is another way to get to the bases, but it's longer than if you run through the glacier. It's just the template for night base right now. So if I exit through the middle here, I'm in the center where everybody is. So you can see going through the center to the Vikings, I'm already at the chest area instead of having to go all the way around to the back. So you have to make that decision if you rather take the long way, the back way, or the front way, which is a lot faster. But yeah, again, you know, everything here is development. That's why you see all these dev textures and shapes everywhere.
And we have a question about the water. Does that do damage?
Yes, the water can kill you, yes. So let me just show it real quick here. Yeah, I try not to stay on it too long because it kills really fast, so you can kick people off, which is a lot of what we do ourselves here. You can also go around here for these to go to the other bases too if you want. But you know you're always in danger of getting shot at while doing this. The spawns, as probably some people may or may not know, you can't really throw things into it, it will go the other way. So, you know, you can't just throw kegs or spam projectiles in or out the other way. Well, except the night base, that's currently a little bugged, as I know some testers had fun throwing chests in there, but otherwise you can't bring the chest in the other bases. Most part, it's just pretty simple looking map, but you know, it's still simplicity is really can make it things funner, as some people have known in some other maps, including custom maps. Yeah, it'll definitely shape up to look prettier in the future, but right now it's mostly shaping it before actually making it pretty. But we can probably start doing a new round now, full round, so let me just restart it here.
And for the question about adding skins to the game, we don't currently support server-side skins in the sense that you can change your character skin and other people can see you. However, if you did want to customize your game a bit, there are a lot of community-made skins in the forums. A lot of them are really cool, but we do intend on adding different like hats and things like that eventually. But things like that do take time to implement, and right now we are focused on gameplay and adding new classes and everything.
I know I definitely want to have mounted arms hat on other classes. I know some people have seen that bug that happens sometimes with the archer having the heavy knight, and I always thought that was hilarious to have.
The archer with like a heavy knight helmet would be amazing. Just running around.
That's spooky.
Nothing to see here.
Some advice I always tell everyone who plays sharpshooter that kind of make that comparison to archer is you can't play sharpshooter the same as archer. I know like the archer has been like the only range class for the longest time before sharpshooter, and they feel they have to play the same way. That's definitely not the case, so just have to really try to not play that in your head, and you'll definitely notice an improvement. We added a tracer recently for the sharpshooter, his flintlock, so you can kind of slightly make it easier to know where it's going. But I mean, it's not always that dependable. It was just, we were mostly testing it. Whether it'll stay or not is not sure yet. I got that funny bug with the the freeze cam, where everything was moving while I was frozen, so...
Parrot! Back to me, bird! Dar, parrot! Come back! Come back!
Alright, when I mentioned earlier about there being some changes that you may not see, that you can notice more in the change log, there was a balance change with the Captain Blunderbuss, which you probably could not see visually, but you have to feel it from using it, where the Blunderbuss shots now, they were changed so that they're less random. Like it shoots more bullets out, but it does less damage. But overall it should feel the exact same, but less random the damage. So like if you shot somewhere and then shot that same place again, it would probably do more or less damage. That should no longer be. I know sometimes some people may have felt that when they were shooting at someone what they thought was really close to their point blank range, and it did either more or less than it should have.
We do have a question about Russian voices. If you mean like translating the voice commands into other languages, I don't believe we have plans to do that, just because it is, resource intensive. We'd have to find voice actors and everything. But the voice command menus are in, they're set up for multiple languages, so at least text-wise you can see that, but as far as the voices themselves, I believe they're going to remain in English.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of work I know, because of the time that they take to get all the lines and do it right, multiple takes and stuff. Like I remember some of the strange ways they would get the Heavy Knight voice to work. I think he had to wear like something on some metal thing on his head to give that effect. And sometimes some lines are done ahead of time. Like people have seen the medic line, they're probably wondering like, why do you have that? Well, I mean, it's better to just get a bunch of the lines you may or may not need now, so that you don't have to drag them out again to do it just for one line. So having to do that with multiple languages is just really, really tough.
Yeah, especially just I think it would kind of bloat the size of the game itself too, because audio files can take up a lot of room. So if we had different voices for each language, I believe that would kind of bloat the file size for the download.
Oh yeah, that's true. There are a lot of voices in this game, so. Yeah, that's what I've heard current about Time Call's voice. Parry.
Ragnarok is upon you!
I guess people have seen it, but they may not have actually paid attention to it. There was the new Parry icons. When you see someone meleeing you, it shows the green or the red, and the red says you can't perfect parry that. But if it's green, it shows you can perfect parry it, so that should help people that if they want to try manual, or if they just want to know when they can parry in general, even with auto parry.
And that's based on weapon size as well as the charge?
Yes, because like when the gesture was swinging at me, it was always red, because it shows I can't, obviously perfect parry with the dagger. But if we were the same weapon, it'll show green until it's charged. And obviously people have already seen the direction, so all that together should give people easier time with learning to parry. That's always one of the harder things in this game. I'm always trying to find ways to make it easier for people.
And as for, we have a question about when we can expect to see the bondi in the dev version. We're pretty much focused right now on this next patch, which is fixing a lot of different bugs and adding some balance changes and everything. But I believe once this is out, we can start focusing more on the bondi. The bondi.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, people have seen already on the board just like how far ahead his model is, and probably in-game, or like for first person graphics or views, sorry. So, if people ever saw where we were with man-at-arms and sharpshooter, we were having to use templates, like a class already existed holding the weapon. Like the sharpshooter weapon used to be a crossbow, but it fired the same way, just as a template, because we didn't have all that stuff made. But now we have the opposite happening, where we have those things now first, then the actual in-game stuff to test around. And as he already said, it's mostly because we're focusing on this patch. And then we can definitely start focusing a lot more on him for the next probably one, hopefully. Not saying that is a guaranteed thing he will be in the next one, because we definitely would like to patch up more often. As people have seen, we've patched out 3 or 4 times since last year, which is significantly improved from past. So. Yeah, Steam Pipe is helping with that a lot. Of course, we always keep adding new things. Yeah, we keep adding new things every time. We're like, let's update for this, then we add more things. So we just get a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day before Steam Pipe, we'd be working on this, but this wouldn't come out until like the next class was ready too, just because every update was kind of a pain to get everyone sort of moved over to the new update. But Steam Pipe has definitely helped a lot as far as making quicker updates, smaller ones.
And if anyone was wondering about the custom download stuff because of that exploit, there is currently not a fix for some OS users. I believe it was Linux and Mac, even though there was one for Windows, but if we just released one of them, then the others would not be able to play at all. So Just wondering what's Valve's doing with that.
Yeah, and for anyone who's not familiar, we did recently do a quick patch just to disable downloads automatically, just because someone did find an exploit that allowed others to sort of download viruses onto your computer through any source game, which is Valve's source engine. So until Valve's able to fix that exploit, we have disabled those by default. But I believe you can still go in and enable those, is that correct?
Yes, you can, and there's a message, I believe, that shows up. But I know even then some people either probably get discouraged and don't just feel like, whatever, and just go somewhere else. I really suggest that you, if you know the server, especially if it's a server that's like, you know, that you can trust and you feel like you want to take that risk, then you can go ahead and do that. But just be wary of suspicious servers, especially ones you've never seen before. I know there's been a lot of servers that popped up since the French YouTube video thing.
Attacks the knives!
Guys, pretty close match right here. We might end it right here with Patchy and me. There it is. Is there anything else particular crazy that you want to mention, dude?
Not that I can think of. How's everyone feeling out there? Do you want to keep seeing just, you know, general gameplay? Does anybody want to see anything in particular? And yes, I would vote for Kanye West. 2020. Let's go.
I guess I forgot to mention about this map that this was made by Hercules. He's playing right now. He's just a shy guy, I guess. But hello. Yeah. He's been super with updating this and taking the advice of, or I guess not advice, feedback from the group with all the changes that's been happening. So this map has evolved quite a lot as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, every time we play it, we get new feedback, and that's the only way you can really make these maps is by good feedback.
That's right, Forge. Forgot about that because we haven't updated on it in a while, but it's in a really nice spot too. Really far ahead. Oh, you want to ask him first? Okay, let's go.
And just to give a general overview of map testing, we do generally start off with these dev textures because the most important thing is to get the layout of the map down before you start adding a lot of detail, because you save yourself a lot of time. Once you notice balance changes and you've already added a ton of detail, it's just a lot harder to update the map than using the dev textures as they are currently.
Don't mind me, just bleeding to death here.
And we do have a question about the sharpshooter special. I believe he can't yet use that with any weapon, that's correct?
Yes, correct. The main reason is because the coding for that is a lot harder to do, as Felix and Axe can say, than the Man-at-Arms one, because I think it has something to do relating to the ammo part of it, which I believe might be changed and removed later, but as again, that's a lot more work. So that's going to, unfortunately, probably not make it in this next patch, but it'll be something that we would definitely want to add later on.
I did see a question earlier about the merchandise store, so a few people want to see some new items and things in that. So once we do have someone to design those, we will start adding new items to that store. Something that I've wanted to see for a while. But if anybody has any ideas out there, or you know anybody that's good at designing things like that, by all means, just send them to our forums, and we can start adding things to that and start filling that out some. And I believe we have a question about headshots for all projectiles. Is that currently the case, or are there certain ranged weapons that don't do headshots?
Axes don't do headshots. The javelin does. And the rifle does. Crossbow does. But those are, I believe, the only ones at this time. You also have to consider too that if you put something with headshots, you're most likely have to nerf the base damage of it, so that you can have some balance to it. I believe the only case that was not was with the javelin, just because of there's a lot more work you have to do to get the javelin, because you have to run and then throw it, as opposed to someone that can just stand still and charge it.
And anyone that was paying attention, it was actually funny timing, because someone was asking about Gibbs, and I believe, I forget who it was, but someone blew up and there were Gibbs all over the place, so if anybody missed it, I'm sure we'll see some more shortly.
Yeah, that was the practice Gibbs of the exploding kind, even though I think it currently happens with all the weapons, but it was just a placeholder just to show exaggerated Gibbs going all over the place, which I know will probably different options for Gibbs, like just either no Gibbs, the regular Gibbs, or the exaggerated Gibbs that just like explode all over the place just from punching somebody or a parrot or whatever.
Not quite.
Did you hear back from Magog if he wants to slow short? I'm not sure why he wouldn't at this point where it is. I don't know. Okay. We can head down to Forge. Yeah, Forge is not going to be released yet either, even though
I'm reloading.
it's really far ahead, but he's just a busy guy.
Yeah, in its current state, it is a really sweet looking map though, already.
I'm sure people would want to see something other than booty as well, because we've been all booty today.
Tiresome.
And if anyone's interested, we do have a Trello set up so you can follow along with the progress. I believe a link to it is on the main site.
Yeah, both the Trello, the dev journals can help show some things that we've been doing or testing in progress.
Got some nice screenshots of the new Viking class in there as well.
Oh yeah, there's a really nice dev journal people have been following of progress of the bondi and just how he evolved and his weapons, which look really hot. And I definitely would love to see the cutlass looking that nice, and the plastic the way it looks right now.
Yeah, we do have a lot of older models are going to be getting some upgrades for sure.
For that people that don't know this map, with Forge, there's a big center territory, and then there's the other outer territories. And this map's specialty is there are traps involved, where if you own the center area, which is the hammer, and then you capture one of the other outer territories, there are traps that happen around that center area, such as if you capture the ice one like the pirates did. If they captured the center, there will be ice surrounding the staircase, and it'll do some damage over time stuff on it. And if you also capture the center area, you also spawn up there, and the upper area also takes shortcuts to the other outer territory, so you can keep defending those while also defending the top. Like, I'll just let these knights capture that hammer, then we can see the lightning around that area. Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, those traps are cool. Makes it harder for other teams to cap the center when you have the outer territories. Really cool feature.
Yeah, that was the lightning. The ice one is the ice around the area. And the multiple traps, I believe, can go off at the same time. Like, there's the ice and the lightning. And the fire throws fireballs from the lava. It splashes onto that, just like an explosion maybe.
And question about the rocks, or the runes at least. They do change color based on who
Yes.
has captured that territory.
Yes, that's correct. That was a very fancy thing he was able to put in. And as Kurt mentioned, if you own the center area, you'll see the stars surrounding their feet. As people have seen maybe in Sandstorm, or in Kara when you get health or armor. The center in this area gives you special bar slowly.
At last.
Stars are cute though. Really cute looking.
This young puny weakling. I be reloading.
I don't know if you're able to easily show them the spawns near the, if you own the capture point. They're nearby on the upper area, I think, when you go toward the other spawns. Or not the other spawns, the other territories. Yeah, I feel like maybe the stars could be like a different shaped star, because currently it kind of looks like they're dizzy or stunned kind of thing when I see that. Who are you watching at the moment, Crazy?
Yar. Yar.
I'm on sauna right now.
Poke their eyes out.
I'll jump to me just real quick here.
Alright, I'm on you.
Okay, so you see that was the center area. And then there's, oh look, there's a lightning room. It shows a nice side, I can just run all the way here. But this is where one of the spawns are. So if you had the center area, you would spawn in here, for example. You can choose to go to the ruin or go to the lightning area down here. And this is just a shortcut to get there real quick. But we already own it now, so don't have to worry about being there anymore. There's a lot of decision making in this map. You really just decide what is the best area to go to first. Because most people are going to always want to go to the center, just because that's what they feel like is the best thing. So at that point you can just be a ninja and just back cap L the other points. But then most of the opposite might happen, no one goes up there either, so... If you feel that you can get the center area, you would definitely want to do it just so you can have those extra spawns up there. And just back, and then just ninja cap all the other ones from upstairs. Carve the tracks, sometimes they're based off of the team. Like if there was green lightning when the Vikings had. I think all the traps do that except the ice. I believe the fireballs are also color based.
Poke their eyes out.
Hold on, let's take this a sec. I don't think we've seen the fireballs yet. Back away, you two. Feel this shoot. Just feel it's not in here, probably. It's not one that's in shoot. Oh, I'm not even sure if whiskey's in here either. I just wanted to show the firewall because I don't think I've seen it go off yet here on this stream. Who is up here still so I can clear that? Ah, there we go. There we go. Some fireballs, there we go. Okay, you guys can find the center again. Traps can't hurt your teammates, if anyone's ever concerned about that, it's over yourself. That used to be the case, but it's not the best idea. The Halloween grave danger? I don't think he did that. The zombie one is the custom one now, remember? I think he did want to upgrade grave danger, the public one, to allow some zombies too. I don't remember. The ice actually does have some green to it when the Vikings had it, so little streaks. So it's still team. I know that he was definitely going to change the fire rune one because of the very phallus looking way it looks right now.
There's been a mass suicide.
It's just a prey to the volcano. Senpai, even senpai. You probably could play too, some crazy, so you can see that just show the HUD more, especially for people that may have showed up there.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I want to show off some of the new options too.
Alright, go ahead and do it. Especially like the HUD damage. There's different ones for that. Because I don't know what you happened to which HUD damage you were showing them before.
Yeah, I've got it. So anybody who's new to some of the options, we still have, a lot of the old options, but also some new ones. So if you go into your options multiplayer advanced menu, you can change your field of view. You can change your parrot name. That's something that's been in for a while, but some people don't know about it. As far as like attacking and blocking, when we took out the manual blocking, we also added some of these options so you can attack based on mouse motion, movement keys, or you can invert that as well. And what mouse motion does is essentially when you start attacking, there's a brief second or two where you can move your mouse in one of 4 directions to choose your attack direction. And then we also do that for blocking as well, so you have mouse motion, movement keys, and inverted. As I showed earlier, you can change your HUD style. So if you notice the new HUD where you've got the bars in the bottom left, you can set it to old school, or you can do one of these 3 other options. And then the damage display, we added the damage displays so that you can see what kind of damage you're doing. I know a lot of the third-party plugins were kind of showing some of the wrong damage numbers, but now it shows kind of TF2 style by default, where it shows up on your target's position, so you'll see those numbers above the player's head, or you can set it to your HUD just so that it just shows up in a certain area on your screen. There's also crit notifications as well for like headshots, or if you're in the Man-at-Arms special and you crit one of your enemies, it'll show up there as well. But there's a lot of options available as far as like the look and feel of the game and some gameplay aspects in this multiplayer options menu.
Yeah, show them the new character info as well when you afterwards, but don't hit escape because currently that's crashing the game.
And yeah, so here's the character info screen. So you can set your player title in here, so you unlock these by doing achievements. You also have your parrot color, which are also unlocked via achievements, and it'll show you a sample of that as well. You've got the parrot down here and the sample color over here. The clan tag.
The clan tag is a new thing, but it's still, I'm not sure if it's going to be out in time yet, but it's a little buggy right now. But if you have a clan and you pick that based off like your group that you joined, the tag that it has will appear in front of your name. But it's a little buggy right now, so I don't know if it's going to actually show up for this next run though. And you also show them the special thing on the bottom right is if you have like
Yeah,
the perks.
Yeah, you can see the special perks menu. So if you've noticed people turning into gold, that's because the person who killed them was either a developer, tester, I believe, yeah, donators as well. So if you're in the donor group, you get this perk where you can turn people into gold. And then you'll see these unlocks here are just for developers for testing things. And then the stats menu, you can just kind of look at some of your stats as you've been playing. You can click through and see different character stats. And then a new menu as well. When you type in credits in your console, you can see the credits page.
Make me sad! Claim land for the Britons! We've been outmaneuvered! Protect the territory! Attack the territories!
Another small little change that I guess people may not notice right away until they actually play is rolling. It's the same amount of time, but it feels smoother. So if it felt a little weird, clunky to you, it should feel a lot nicer now in terms of the way it looks and feels. And if anyone's ever wondered like when I should ever use rolling, if you'd like to do mix-ups with your jumping and strafing, parrying, you can always throw that out, especially as something like a sharpshooter, since you can reload. Or if you know they're going to special you, you can actually probably mitigate most of the damage from rolling and voiding most of it. That's what I've noticed I've done a lot, like against Jester or Huskara, sharpshooter specials, things like that. It's hard to do on other things, obviously, like Heavy Knight special, because you know if he's in your face and he's already hitting you, you're probably not going to get away from that.
I feel terrible! Attack the territories for the king! Attack the Viking savages before they claim victory! One of our bases is under siege! Call to arms! Attack the territories! Hark the call to arms! Blast those pirates back to their galley! For the king! We've been outmaneuvered! Protect the territory! You make me sad! Claim land for the Britons! Attack the Viking savages before they claim victory! Blast those pirates back to their galleon!
Oh my God, that lightning hurts so bad.
Yeah, he may actually adjust some of the damage from those things because lightning does do a lot compared to the ice, which just slows you and damages you.
Yeah, I got dominated on that lightning. And donors are able to use the Midas Touch perk. The public build doesn't have a menu for it, but you can enable it using a console command. I can't remember exactly what it is at the moment.
I always forget it. It's something kind of no. Oh, there it is. Okay.
So if anyone that's watching right now, if you can see that, it's CL_special_perks_enable and then 1, and that will enable Midas Touch if you are in the donor group.
I don't remember, but I think the donor group also had the pair colors. Can't remember all of them.
Slay those bastards!
May the Lord guide your hand.
For God and glory!
Et j'ai pourtant été coulés en colère.
Not sure what else. Anything else to show that's clearly visible to show them.
I think that pretty much covers it. So what we'll do is we'll shut the stream down now. We'll try to do these streams maybe bi-weekly. We'll try to do them like once every other week just so that there are things to show. Other than that, just keep an eye on the forums, our Trello, for different updates and everything. Anything else anybody wants to add?
No, not really. Unless they have a question to ask.
Yeah, if there's any more questions, we'll leave it open for another minute or two.
And if you don't have a question now, you can always ask on the forum as well anytime. Doesn't matter, like you can ask on the discussion board, or it doesn't really matter.
And there is, for the donor group, generally $10 US is the minimum just to get into there. We don't want anyone like just donating a penny just to jump into the donor group.
Yeah, I've been meaning to want to try to do bi-weekly, although sometimes the tasks involve mostly looking at specific bugs. So, but if we ever have like anything cool to show, especially if it's something updated to the map, we can definitely show that too.
Yeah, just keep an eye on like the forums, Twitter, Facebook, and everything. We'll announce when we're going to do another stream, but we'll try to do one bi-weekly if we can. Otherwise, we'll just keep you updated using social media and everything.
For the king!
Alright, well, thank you everyone for joining. We're going to go ahead and shut this down. As I mentioned, Trello, forums, Facebook, Twitter. You can keep an eye on our development. But other than that, we'll see you guys next time.